Good morning, everybody. It's Tuesday. It's probably like 7:30 here right now. Sun's just, it's probably 8 by now looking at the sun. Anyways, the sun's just coming up. I'm out here doing some chores for a little bit. Been up since about 5. I had 2 bars left in the tote last night when I went to sleep, but this slow drip right here at the bottom of it robbed us of like half a bar, which is really unfortunate. So I'm going to have to, in the future, remember to drain the water all the way out or experience a loss like I did. Now, I was sitting here transferring this water into my tractor, which I was then going to hook up to the pump and water the field, but then I realized I'm kind of being an idiot. I can just grab the hose right from the pump, hook it to the tote, which is left with water. That's why I made it have a hose tap on the inside. And there we go. In the future, you know what? I'm probably just going to go get a tank just for water in the field and just leave the tractor here hooked next to the truck and just pump like 300 gallons of water into the field. Now, pardon me, the project I have for this morning is, this is the field with the onions, potatoes, and garlic planted. Now, if you look down there, the onions are doing great in the middle. There have been a few potatoes that are popped up. The main concern I have now is all these weeds to the left and the right side of the mounds. Basically, all the weeds took over the gullies. So I'm going to go in here, grab a bucket, and start pulling some weeds. See if I can get some extra feed for the chickens or the rabbit. And yeah, not very exciting, but it's got to be done. Chickens are already doing a great job taking that compost pile apart. The guineas are helping. They're just scratching all over it, turning it over. That's good, because I never done it. I love when chickens go right to their active jobs. They're already picking through this field pretty quickly. I need to get another one established. It's time to get some more fence, do that kind of stuff. I feel like I'm perpetually behind in this, but you know what? It's the first time doing it, so there's bound to be some setbacks and learning curve. I'll be a pro eventually. Who needs a manure spreader? Alright, so it's probably been like 15 minutes or something. I've cleared from that spot here up to where this blue bucket is. It's a lot slower going than I'd expected. There's this weird ground cover. You can see it all still in there. I left it because I don't have gloves. Let me show you what I'm talking about here. So I started to grab all the young ones and it wasn't too bad. My neighbor calls this like goat's horn. I had to ask him about it. And if you see, like right here, it comes to a razor tip needle point. So they're raised off the ground though, and I can get underneath it like this. Well, that one, of course, didn't pull straight out because it's older. But if we look at it, look at how long that taproot is. It has hardly any root system at all, just one giant taproot. This leads me to believe this stuff in the future will be a tumbleweed. I can't think of anything else around here that has a super long taproot that has spiny things on it that look like this. So they all have to go. The thing is, though, is I need to go get gloves so I can just rip them out en masse. I tried that, got tons of spines stabbing me in the hand. Wasn't pleasant. So I decided to skip them for now. But just in this little bit, which is probably like, what, 20 feet? Look at this bucket. Yeah, it's like half full. So, the wild feed around here is a pretty good source of food. No wonder the neighbor has a goat ranch and they seem to love it around here. Awesome. You know, this may sound weird, but in the future I may just be able to like have a fenced in area to prevent the goats from coming in here, and then just let this stuff go wild. And then just have the chickens come in and eat what they want and then kick them out and then let it grow back. Huh. Interesting. Might try that in the future. So I'm at row 1 right here. I was a little worried that none of this was going to do anything, but then I am sitting here weeding, and lo and behold, that is a potato. It's doing great. It just popped out of the ground. And also, it's amazing the things you notice when you actually get in here and do stuff. Look at this. That's a potato also. This one's a little easier to see. And then we have another one right here. And so that means it's potato time. Super excited about that. Got to give a shout out to the Hollis Homestead because they have really good potato videos and I've been watching them for like a while. Building up my courage to give them a try. This is really awesome. I mean, this can't get more barren of a test, you know, sand and straw and some goat manure in the middle of a desert. That's what I like to call a good test, so it's working out. I'm very excited. I might actually have more than a single bite of a meal that I can feed to my family from this experiment. That's the plan, right? It's actually working out. Alright, here we are. 65 feet of waiting later. I'm out of energy for this morning. It's getting hot and unpleasant to be out here. I have verified in every single row there is some form of crop alive. Verified that there's more potatoes in that one. More potatoes in row 1. Got a full bucket there of weeds. But you know, outside of all the potatoes and stuff, I'm really excited because I also found a garlic. I thought I had it marked with the bucket, but it disappeared. Ah, there it is. Here. This is a garlic. Really excited to see this do something. Anything, really. I hear bubbles and stuff gurgling through the hose, which means that the tote should be empty. Perfect timing on everything. I'm going to go ahead and finish weeding this last couple feet here and then give the feed to the chickens. Also, I just want to take like a second to go over, you know, chicken health. So I don't use any antibiotics or any products like that that are basically chemically based inorganic stuff for my chickens. I know not everything goes directly to the egg, but I just like the idea of using whatever's available that we haven't come up with. You know, chicken's been around a long time, and they can hang it with the right stuff. So this is diatomaceous earth. Best thing I can describe it as is a bunch of seashells crumbled up that are really, really sharp. And it doesn't hurt us, but any small like worms or bugs that are internally bugging the intestinal tract or the stomach or esophagus or wherever this stuff touches will die. Reason being that those creatures have very soft basically innards, right? Just imagine rolling around in giant shards of glass. That's pretty much what this stuff does to lots of baddies that'll take your chickens down, especially, you know, worms and things like that. So now I'm going to take this and I'm going to sprinkle it over the grass that I just picked and feed it. Come on, girls. And guy. Go on, it's a giant pile of it. Well, they'll get what they want from it, I suppose. Probably eat it all right the second I turn away. So I'm at that mysterious orange flower over by the peach tree, and I put on the seed socks, or whatever you want to call them. They're just really fine mesh bags. They have little ties on them, so the flower can, well, flower, and then go to seed, and then all of the seeds caught. You can then snip it right here somewhere, flip it upside down, grab all the seed out of the bag, store it, and plant it later. Let's hope in the future I have like a huge army of these orange flowers, huh? That'd be awesome. They're kind of different looking for sure. I like it.